into Halton News right here on your TV. It's Thursday, April 2nd, and I'm Jessica Kading. There are now 81 confirmed cases of COVID-19 in Halton, plus 38 additional patients who have preliminary positive results awaiting confirmation. Oakville has the highest number of cases in the region, currently at 31, which is 3 more cases than yesterday. Then Burlington at 28, 4 more cases than yesterday, and there are no new cases in Milton or Halton Hills. Milton still stands at 16, and there are 6 confirmed cases in Halton Hills. It is important to remember that the total number of actual cases is likely to be much higher, as many with less severe symptoms are told to stay home and self-isolate without being tested. A Fortino's store employee in Oakville tested positive on a presumptive case for COVID-19 on March 31st. The Fortino's at 173 Lakeshore then closed for the evening for a thorough cleaning and reopened yesterday morning. The staff member had not been to work since March 20th, and all team members who worked closely with that individual are now self-isolating and monitoring for COVID-19 symptoms. There has been an outbreak of COVID-19 in Mountain View Residence Retirement Home in Halton Hills. Halton Regional staff are working closely with leadership at Mountain View Residence to ensure all appropriate outbreak measures are taken, including testing of any ill residents as well as staff. In recognition of the additional stress, anxiety, and depression many are feeling during this crisis, the provincial government is investing in expanding virtual mental health programs and services, including Kids Help Phone, which is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at 1-800-668-6868, and Bounce Back, which is for those 15 and older. Internet-based cognitive behavioral therapy is also being invested in. Other available resources include Connects Ontario for those experiencing addiction issues, and Good to Talk is a free confidential service for post-secondary students experiencing mental health, addiction, or general well-being issues. Premier Doug Ford also announced today that tomorrow the health experts will share all the available COVID-19 data with us all, explaining where we've been, where we currently are in Ontario, as well as their predictions for the future.
The truth is, the situation is extremely, extremely serious. Right now, our best defense is to stay home, self-isolate, and don't go out. It is a matter of life and death. Over the next little while, we will all have to make some very, very difficult decisions. And you deserve the same information I have. You deserve to see the same data that I see when I'm making decisions. You deserve to know what I know when you're making decisions for yourself, your family, and your community. And that is why I've asked our medical experts to provide a full briefing to the public on where this could go. We'll walk through Ontario's story. Tomorrow, our top doctors will provide an update on where Ontario was, on where Ontario is, and where Ontario could be.
In addition to our police officers, the bylaw officers in our cities and towns now also have the power to impose fines to individuals as well as businesses who are not following provincial health orders and guidelines around the COVID-19 pandemic. So while the weather is certainly getting nice out there, it's not time to start returning to those parks anytime soon. Melissa Candelaria reports.
As the province released new penalties to deal with people breaking social gathering laws, these new measures has had quite the impact on Halton Police. Media Relations Officer Constable Ryan Anderson says it's changed the way they police the community.
As of today, we do have a new pandemic hotline. So concerned residents who may want to ask a question or report an incident of non-compliance with the emergency orders are urged to contact that, not contact us through 911. I'll give you that number. It is 905-825-4722. And as of today, working with bylaw officers throughout the cities and towns of Halton, we will be investigating and, when appropriate, responding to any allegations of non-compliance with the emergency measures announced by the government.
Halton Police, along with their bylaw partners, will be looking to enforce non-compliance offences in these key areas.
The closure of non-essential businesses, the prohibiting of events and gatherings of more than 5 people, closure of public places and establishments, and closure of all outdoor recreation amenities and parks. Some of the things that people may call us and have concerns about are physical or social distancing. That's something we will look into and possibly educate people on, but that isn't something that the police have the authority to enforce at this time.
Now, Anderson does say that each case will be unique.
The officer or bylaw officer investigating will, decide whether it's a case where education is more appropriate, or whether it's a case where a fine would be appropriate. It's something, we don't want to be fining people. We don't want to be having to do that. And if it's a case where education is more appropriate, we'll certainly look at that avenue as well.
You can pay a minimum of $750 if caught. Now, meantime, Halton Police has had to deal with misinformation about these new rules.
They're especially on social media. We've had to address that a few times through our own social media. So if any residents have any concerns about, what may be accurate, if they're seeing something that's, they think might not be accurate, certainly check our Twitter page, our Facebook page, or give our hotline a call. We'll be willing to, we're more than happy to clear some things up, because we do understand it's confusing and these are unprecedented measures taken by the government, and people have a lot of questions.
With more education and awareness, Anderson says he hopes everyone will comply. Reporting for Halton News, I'm Melissa Candelaria.
Healthcare providers and essential workers who have children that are 12 years of age and under will soon have access to emergency childcare services paid for by the Government of Ontario. This will only be available to those who do not have any other childcare alternatives. I spoke with Sandy Polinsky, the Director of Children's Services for the Halton Region, for those details.
Halton Region has partnered with the Ontario Ministry of Education and select childcare operators across Burlington, Milton, Georgetown, and Oakville to provide eligible healthcare and frontline workers with access to emergency childcare. We've partnered with Public Health and the Ministry of Education to open these centers as soon as to provide care for infants up to children aged 12. Some of these centers will open 24 hours a day and be available 7 days a week. And it's important to recognize that spaces are limited, and we will be filling up those spaces based in the order that the applications are received. The Ministry of Education has identified who is eligible for emergency childcare, and the list of eligible workers can be found on their website.
If you think you are eligible, you are asked to visit halton.ca and fill out the online childcare subsidy application form or call 311 for help doing so. In order to help ensure a safe, healthy environment for the children attending these centers, there will be daily screenings of children and staff, regular cleaning and disinfecting, reduced class sizes, and limits to the number of people in each center. Considering the long hours and shift work our frontline workers are subject to, some of these centers will be open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We do need to break soon, but first a reminder from our Prime Minister Justin Trudeau on the importance of physical distancing.
While many of you are staying home and limiting trips to the grocery store, too many still aren't. What the experts are telling us is that we must do everything we can today and tomorrow to set us on the right path for next week and next month. It takes time for the effects of our actions to be felt, so if we don't want our hospitals to be overwhelmed, in the coming weeks, we need to make the right choices, and we need to make them now. Our public healthcare system is strong, and our healthcare professionals are remarkable, but they're facing a threat. If every single one of us steps up right now, we can help them. If you listen to doctors, if you stay home, if you stay away from other people, we won't overwhelm our hospitals. We will protect our doctors and nurses. We will protect our friends and neighbors. It's going to take distancing and time to flatten the curve, but that's how we'll get through this. So let's save lives together by staying apart. We'll keep working around the clock to get you the help you need to do just that.
Still ahead, the Oakville and Milton Humane Society operating as an essential service. More on that after this. Welcome back to Halton News right here on your TV. As we all adjust to this new way of life during the COVID-19 crisis, the Oakville Milton Humane Society has made some changes which has caused quite an impact on their operations. Melissa Candelaria reports.
These are trying times for the Oakville and Milton Humane Society as they had to close their doors for public safety during the COVID-19 pandemic. Executive Director Rick Persson says they've had to stop community programs and outreach.
Secondly, for us, we've had to modify our animal protection services. That's our officers who go into the community and look after sick and injured animals and strays. We're not able to obviously go into homes the way we were supposed to, so we've modified our protocols around that to ensure the safety of both our officers as well as the individuals in our community. But in the same vein, obviously still trying to address those animals that are sick or injured. Secondly, what we decided to do was, regrettably, we had to stop our adoptions program. And that was because of the face-to-face connection that, again, we wanted to ensure community safety. So for us, that meant how do we work with the animals, putting adoptions on pause to be able to get them into loving homes. So that's where we decided to look at increasing our fostering and being able to engage more volunteers in the community who at this point in time felt, gee, we want to do something to help the Humane Society, and what a perfect way then to foster an animal.
The Humane Society has about 100 animals in their care that they're trying to get into foster homes. Meantime, this pandemic has also had a huge impact on their fundraising efforts.
Our organization relies heavily upon community donations, and we have been impacted because we don't have the traffic coming through our doors anymore. So we've had to try to think differently about how we can engage our community in a different way. First and foremost, we've tried to continue to communicate with our supporters, our corporate partners and our donors, because they're so important to us. We couldn't do what we do without them. Secondly, what we've tried to do is we've also started to reach out to our volunteers in a bigger way. The volunteers have been just a tremendous support to us throughout all of this. They've come into our shelter, continue to do dog walking and socializing with cats to ensure that human-animal bond continues. So we've been so appreciative of that. But from a fundraising perspective, we started to look at how we can move some of our activities into an online format. That's the way that donors want to engage with us. It's the safest way for them to engage with us. And so an upcoming event that we currently have called Mission Possible, we're looking at how to change that into a different way to be able to engage people online in the safety of their own homes and still be able to contribute to the Oakville and Milton Humane Society.
Persson says the Humane Society is grateful for any donations that they can receive. If you also are interested in fostering an animal, in particular cats, Persson says you can give them a call or contact them through their website. Reporting for Halton News, I'm Melissa Candelaria.
Taking a look now at our local weather. Here's a look at our 5-day forecast. 12 degrees tomorrow, sunshine, and again on Saturday all the way up to 15 with these beautiful temperatures. We once again want to emphasize the importance of physical distancing if you are outside. On Sunday, we're looking at a 40% chance of rain showers, 60% on Monday and Tuesday. Those clouds will roll in and we won't have sunshine on that day. Taking a look now at business, our Halton Hills Chamber of Commerce is also going virtual. They're inviting business owners to join in on the conversation this Friday at 1:30 for a 60-minute open discussion on Zoom to connect and help each other find our way through these challenging times. Guests on the call will be Sabrina Corker, a financial advisor from Edward Jones Investments, Liz Leckie from RRC IG Wealth Management, Sarah Fernandez, a TD Trust Mobile Mortgages Specialist. And if you'd like to participate in the call, please register at haltonhillschamber.on.ca or call 647-544-7119. And now a look to what the Milton Chamber is doing.
What we have done is we realize that it is challenging times for our businesses, and being connected and being able to socialize and discuss with one another is very important, especially in these times. So we want to maintain physical distancing. So what we've done is we've taken our popular events such as the Milton Breakfast Club and we have gone virtual. This will give our businesses the platform to stay connected and to be able to share the workarounds that they have been able to come up with during these challenging times. And the fun part too is we've added a component where you can actually make it more of an authentic experience by ordering breakfast in advance. So we do have local restaurants who are still open in Milton, and we'd like to support them. So if you'd like to place an order the night before, they will do a door drop contactless delivery for you, and then you can eat your breakfast during the breakfast meetup. So it's happening next Wednesday, April the 8th, from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. And once you register on the miltonchamber.ca website, you will receive a link that you can log on to, and then you'll be able to join in the meetup. The Milton Chamber of Commerce, typically our networking events are reserved for our membership, but during this time, we want Miltonians and businesses to know that the Milton Chamber of Commerce is here for you. So we're inviting all businesses, regardless of whether you have a membership or not, to join in these talks, in this information sharing, and come together as a community.
Look to how the markets closed out today. Thanks for staying with us. We'll be right back after this short break. It's Thursday, April 2nd, and you're watching us right here on your TV's Halton News. The Squirrel Studio Choir has been practicing social distancing, but they still found a beautiful way to sing together. Each member recorded themselves from home, and they were edited together to create a choir. Let's take a look.
You are not alone. You are not alone. You are not alone. You are not alone. Someone to carry you when you're broken on your own. You will be fine. You reach up and you rise again. If you only look around, you will be fine. You will be fine. You will be fine.
The Burlington Food Bank continues to operate while taking extra precaution to help keep everyone healthy. Today, the executive director wanted to thank those who helped them continue to bring food to those in need in our community.
Hi, this is Robin Bailey from the executive director at the Burlington Food Bank again, and we just wanted to take some time to thank our local partners. We've been able to partner well with Wellington Square as they're providing the meals for people that they've been able to deliver or have people drop in and pick up. Also, the Salvation Army, we've been able to do a little bit of trading. We have a little bit extra of certain things, and they had a little bit, and so we've been able to trade with them a little bit. And the biggest partner for us recently has been St. Christopher's Church and Open Doors there. They provide a regular service of a food bank that we're able to regularly help, but they've really stepped up, and they've closed their doors just to be able to centralize things and be able to assist us a little bit more. With their director, Christina Mulder, has been fantastic at trying to find try to find some food for us, and also some grant help and things. And so we just wanted to thank St. Christopher's and Open Doors just for being such a fantastic partner. And Fred, one of their volunteers, dropped in today to help us out here in sorting food and providing hampers. And so again, St. Christopher's, we just really appreciate you and love that we're able to collaborate with some local partners here in Burlington.
The mayor of Oakville released a list of local organizations that support both frontline workers and the vulnerable in our community in Oakville, and they could also use assistance right now if you're in the position to do so. These include the Oakville Hospital Foundation, the United Way of Halton and Hamilton, Fair Share Food Bank in Oakville, Kerr Street Mission, Oak Park Community Center, and for more information and guidance, you can visit Oakville Community Foundation at theofc.org. The YMCA is dedicated to keeping you connected and active while you're at home. They're sharing daily social media posts, which include a workout of the day video, Why Thrive home online workouts for all fitness levels, youth and seniors, as well as more advanced workouts, as well as daily family activities. These are available to all of you online, not just members. You can find out more at ymcaofoakville.org or visit their social media channel. They're on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at YMCA of Oakville. For those of you in a position to donate and help the Y continue to provide these types of services, they will provide a charitable tax receipt. And now a look at where you can find factual and timely information on COVID-19 that you can trust. Official websites maintained by Halton Region and each municipality. And here we have the national and provincial sites, as well as public health, telehealth, and the World Health Organization. Also, as a reminder, the Registered Nurses Association of Ontario started a campaign last month asking everyone in Ontario to show their support for healthcare workers by cheering, clapping, and making noise on your front porch or driveway or balcony each night at 7:30. We'll be back with another edition of Halton News tomorrow night. In the meantime, please follow us on social media on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You can also reach us via email at haltonnews@cogeco.com. For Halton News, I'm Jessica Kading, and I'll see you tomorrow night.